Meta-cognition is like standing in front of a mirror that doesn't just show you your face. It shows the wiring of your brain, the pulse of your gut, and the story you've been telling yourself for years. Neuroscience says, when you pause to check in, your anterior cingulate cortex literally lights up. That's your brain's bullshit detector, your coherence compass. It's like the dashboard warning light on the car telling you, hey, something here doesn't match the road you're driving. Now here's the wild part. Memory reconsolidation research shows when a belief is destabilized, shaken, questioned, or interrupted, it's not just paused. It's put into an edit mode, like opening a Word doc, making changes, and saving it so the old version is gone forever. That's why reframing works. It doesn't just put frosting on your beliefs, it rewires the circuit board. Think of a child learning to ride a bike. They wobble, they fall, they cry. Their belief is, I can't do this. But the parent reframes, of course you can. You already balanced for 3 seconds. That means you can balance. It's just about keeping it longer. The belief destabilizes. The kid starts to see themselves not as someone who can't ride, but as someone who's learning to balance longer. That small reconsolidation sticks, and soon the bike is mastered. A CEO thinks, I can't confront my team, they'll hate me. Pause. Anterior cingulate cortex fires. The gut says, something's off here. The big picture, what's the higher value? Integrity, truth, growth. Chunk down to the details. What's the actual fear? Maybe one employee's reaction. By reframing, if I stay silent, I betray growth. If I speak, I honour integrity. The brain destabilizes the fear, and it rewrites the memory. Suddenly, confrontation becomes not an attack, but service. People don't move because of logic, they move because of values. If your friend values freedom, you pace them. I know you don't want to be trapped by old patterns. Then you lead. And metacognition is the ultimate freedom tool. It lets you break the jail of outdated beliefs. Boom, rapport through resonance. So why is this important? Science shows beliefs, they're not concrete, they're scaffolds. If you never pause to check them, they become prisons. If you pause, metacognition, they become clay. With memory reconsolidation, you reshape the clay. If you don't, karma is repeating the same loops. You stay stuck in draining patterns, people-pleasing, procrastination, self-sabotage. And as you sit there, your mind already knows you've done this before. You've paused before acting. You felt that gut check, that flicker of coherence. That's metacognition. You already have the skill. And just as a kid learns to balance a bike, you learn to balance thought against truth. And every time you destabilize an old belief, your brain rewires itself permanently. So from this moment, every hesitation is not fear. It's an invitation to rewrite. Every gut check is a green light to freedom. And the more you do this, the more effortless it becomes. Because it's what your brain was designed to do. And you can do it consciously. And you can do it unconsciously. So why does fear come up? Fear is the brain's way of holding on to old software. It says, don't change this belief. It kept you safe before. But coherence checking shows, safe then is sabotage now. Without reframing, confusion is paralysis. With reframing, confusion is the crack where the light of change gets in. A man clings to a locked door labelled security. He rattles it daily, starving outside. One day, someone reframes. What if security isn't behind the locked door, but in the open gate right beside it? He laughs embarrassed, but also free. That's metacognition. The moment of seeing the door was never locked, just mislabeled. If you don't practice metacognition, you live on autopilot, rerunning the same errors, justifying them with fancier excuses. If you do practice it, you become the editor of your own story, the programmer of your own code. Neuroscience calls it metacognition. Memory research calls it reconsolidation. I'll call it what it really is. The power to stop lying to yourself and start writing the future you actually want.